It wasn't there last night. It just appeared out of nowhere this morning.
What is it? A mirage?
It materialized earlier than expected.
The anti-tracking devices I gave you were just thrown together, but they should still work. The only downside is the limited battery life. You have 5 hours at most. You better work fast.
Hello, I'm the hunter who was sent to investigate the situation. This is my partner. What were you talking to Jeremiah about? He has a mountain of debts on him. I doubt he's sleeping as soundly as we are. Yeah, my hunter credentials. Huh? It's my Bunny's Hot Pot membership card. Are you determined to do 1,000 strikes? You fulfill every request our teacher makes. I don't want you to become another's knight. I can choose not to become king. You can choose not to join the Lightseekers, who answer only to the royal family. This is... They're new. Watch out. Something's off. No. This descended piece of Velos isn't right. Can you sense the energy fluctuations? That means the statue's appearance is only the beginning. Maybe you'll see Astria Night Academy. This isn't good. The forcibly transplanted Velos is withering. Without its original energy from the cosmos, everything on the planet will only decay faster. We once theorized this could happen. The Flux Nexus in No Hunt Zone number 39 has already been destroyed, yet the Holy Sword of the Goddess still appeared. Let's go. Soren is in a good hiding place. We won't be able to locate him immediately. You're gripping my hand tight. It wasn't hard to figure out. There's no point in staying here any longer. Let's get going. We'll think of something. I saw a familiar face. I know who it is. He's not allied with Soren. We'll circle around and grab him. Get ready to ambush him. Stay at least 6 meters away. Keep your distance. He's a psychic class evolver. Get too close and there's a chance he could paralyze your brain or make you go blind. It's a horde.
I'll handle this side.
Sullivan, has Soren contacted you recently?
It's been ages since we last saw each other. Do you have anything else to say?
The holy sword of the goddess manifested here. We don't know what will appear next. Now's not the time for a heart-to-heart. Has Soren contacted you?
No.
What about the 4 people you're close to?
One chose Soren in the end.
As the Rainbow Runners prefect and resource coordinator for the Backtrackers, your data integration abilities shouldn't have deteriorated, right?
What are you trying to say?
Back then, Traceback 2 landed at a space-time anchor point that was outside the margin of error. The first plan was immediately scrapped. After the second plan was agreed upon, we spent 20 years searching for suitable magnetic field points and planted 53 flux nexuses.
I haven't forgotten. That was to detect Earth's energy flow, so we could immediately detect the formation of an ether core. Unfortunately, as soon as the Chrono Rift catastrophe appeared, all our plans were ruined. Those flux nexuses could only be shut down.
What if I said that the flux nexuses weren't actually turned off? Rather, they were changed to serve another purpose.
Are you saying the Holy Sword of the Goddess appeared because Soren modified the flux nexuses?
Some of the ones you set up may have been modified as well. Back then, to ensure the plan wasn't leaked, Each person only knew the locations of the anchor points they set up, and the map showing all the anchor points is hidden in your psychically sealed compartment. I need that map.
I already left the backtrackers, Captain. I swore never to interfere with any backtrackers.
Just mark the anchor points in Lincoln. That'll do.
Think of me as an aging old man. I can no longer chase the dreams of my youth.
Sure. After all, you're willing to let them be buried in the dream you abandoned.
You think that will make me come back crying and ensure I swear my loyalty to you again? You're too...
Save the complaints for next time. Assuming there is one anyway.
But the holy sword of the goddess has appeared. Doesn't that mean Soren's plan might succeed? The holy sword of the goddess was the first to manifest, which proves he remembers the oath we swore before it. He's staying true to himself. Shouldn't you be happy?
But his actions are tearing Philos apart, which will accelerate the death of the planet.
What?
He lost his mind. Have you also gone mad?
What do you mean he's tearing Philos apart?
The Philos that's being transferred through a magnetic field overlap is the same Philos in our memories, but it won't be for long. He modified the flux nexuses to perform an energy traction. To be more specific, he used the RMFMA's spatial overlap principles as a basis for cutting and transplanting Philos. Unlike the planet transplantation we theorized, this method will cause the fragments of Philos to lose their original energy when they arrive on Earth. What he's bringing isn't Philos, but rather the broken corpse of a lifeless planet. The decay of the holy sword of the goddess has only just begun.
Our everlasting statue. As long as Philos stands, it will never fall.
This is what you left with me back then. Now, using my authority as Xavier, I invite you once again, be my vice captain. hope that melodious laughing thrush hasn't wandered too far. Let's go.
You ran into old Sully? He opened an agency? He's doing work for his neighborhood?
I'm not surprised. He's a people-pleasing bootlicker. And he has a forgettable face, too.
Quiet.
Before meeting up with you, we visited 3 locations where I remembered flux nexuses had been planted. 2 of them showed no activity, but we removed them just to be safe. The 3rd one we collected was at Triumph Avenue. The street in front of our academy had manifested. That was the first time I saw it so deserted. There wasn't a soul around.
No one being present is a good thing.
The Holy Sword is deteriorating. The wavy leaf sea lavender is withering. These are all signs that point to the planet's energy being drained. But it shouldn't happen this quickly. Transplanted planets do experience a phase where their energy is taken away, but the new energy should be enough to sustain them through this transition.
Earth's ether core hasn't fully matured yet. It can't meet the requirements to support Philos. The second plan requires an ether core that matures when Earth collapses. Then Earth's energy won't be directly siphoned if people start appearing in the magnetic field overlap.
Soren did a calculation. Even with planet transplantation, people still have a 53% chance of surviving the process. That's 1% higher than the chance of doing a successful backtracking.
I think His Highness, the Crown Prince knockoff, is missing Soren again.
This isn't an experiment. It's a gamble.
When you first proposed the concept of backtracking, how many people supported you, Xavier? 80% of people thought you were joking, and the remaining 20% thought you were insane. Do you even remember how many times your backtracking experiments failed? It was okay for you to fail again and again, but when it's someone else's turn, it becomes a gamble? Is it because you're the Crown Prince, so you get special privileges?
Those who only ever think about power always seem to see that fault in others.
Since you can fail 100 times, Xavier, other people should be allowed to fail 99 times. Let's look at Philos' situation and assume that letting 1 million people die could save 1.01 million people. You should know what the correct choice is.
Now I understand how that human-eating planet and the royal family that upholds it came to be. You stand in the clouds at 10,000 meters. 1 million people look like densely packed grains of sand beneath your feet. They mean nothing to you. But I stand on the ground, so let me tell you that they're people just like us, each and every one of them. They each have a name. They're not a string of numbers.
In other words, we let everyone die together while chanting all lives are equal?
If anyone needs to be sacrificed, it should be scum like you who don't see people as humans.
Agreeing with his methods doesn't mean I agree with his personal values.
Operation Backtrack's first choice was to take the planetary core, which only forms when a planet is dying. It's like taking organs that are still viable from a dying person's body and transplanting them into someone who needs them. When we made that decision, we knew how great the risk of landing during a planet's destruction would be. We might get caught in cosmic winds that form because of the energy. Or we might be annihilated along with the fracturing tectonic plates. But the reason why every backtracker agreed to it? We refused to survive by sacrificing some to save others. So even if we needed other planets' planetary cores, we had to wait until the planet died. Philos' new future can't involve endless sacrifice again. Should we ever reach a moment when sacrifice becomes necessary, we only have the right to sacrifice ourselves. We don't decide who lives or dies. So, this topic lacks the necessity for discussion on a fundamental level.
Yeah.
We're gambling everything, but I also said I'd bring them home. The second plan is still viable. However, external thorns won't be the only obstacles. There's also...
The flux nexuses we were aware of are just these. What about the others?
Soren started moving quickly.
Why is he rushing? He's never been this impatient before.
Other hunters can remove the flux nexuses by using the Association's weapons. If all of them work together, we should be able to suppress these abnormal magnetic fields. As for the remaining flux nexuses...
Can't you drag Sullivan here like you did with me? You could have given out an order, forced him to help, or even threatened him.
Those methods would have failed. I have to hear that as soon as I show up. I'm starting to question whether or not I made the right choice. take it before I change my mind.
Since you're here, I won't give you the chance to change your mind.